Good morning, it's the very next day. I didn't actually vlog much yesterday afternoon. We got back during the rainstorm, as you saw Jeremy walking through the rain. We actually had so much fun at that party, so we only stayed for a couple of games. We stayed for the balloon thing and then also for musical chairs. We ate some treats, talked to them a little bit, and then the thunderstorm started and we thought, you know what, we'll get back now before it gets bad. And then as we were leaving, it like hammered it down, so we got absolutely drenched. Anyway, spent the rest of the afternoon. I called both my brothers. I called my mum and dad and my grandma. We then had dinner. We were playing cards, just reading in bed, and then went to sleep quite early at like 10 or something because we were both tired. Oh, actually, before we went to bed, we were just getting ready to turn off the lights and things, and we saw fireflies outside, which was just so cute. So on my birthday, I saw crocodiles, I saw a monkey, I saw elephants, I cuddled a puppy, I obviously spent time with my husband, I called my family, saw fireflies, did some party games with the Sri Lankan family. Like it was just like the most magical day. It was so good. Anyway, so this morning I woke up about 7 a.m. just naturally with the sound of the birds and things. I woke up a bit in the night with the sound of rain, which was actually really calming, so I went back to sleep again. I also heard the people in the tent next to us. I heard their alarm go off at like 5 a.m. or something. But apart from that, I slept really well, and it was so nice to wake up to the sound of this. Just nature sounds. It was lovely. But it's now about 8:45. I'm just sat in the restaurant area waiting for breakfast. It's a bit of a weird concept because their house is a little bit further away, so you kind of have to ring a bell if you want anything, so it feels weird like waking up and ringing a bell being like, we want breakfast. So we're gonna wait and see if we get breakfast or not. If not, we'll try and get breakfast when we come back. But the elephant feeding is at 10:30. I'm guessing for about half an hour, so we should be back here by 11:30. So I'm not sure if they'll serve breakfast then either. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna go and see some baby elephants. It's basically called Elephant Transit Home, and it's where orphaned elephants go to get looked after until they're old enough to go into the park with the rest of the elephants. So that should be nice. And even though you can go there for feeding, apparently you're still quite far away, so you're not actually like with them and touching them and things like that, which I think is good, because there's a lot of places in Thailand and Cambodia where you can go and like touch the elephants and like bathe them and feed them, and I think it's a little bit hands-on, whereas this should be quite far away, which it's good. Obviously I'd like to be closer, but we'll see anyway. So right, enough talking. Had a wonderful day yesterday, and I'm looking forward to seeing some elephants today as well. Okay, so we've made it to the Elephant Transit Home. The car park is filling up, but it's not full yet, not as full as we've seen it. The gates are currently closed, and there's Jeremy. The ticket office is that kind of little half circle thing you can see there. So I think the feeding is at 10:30. I don't think they open much before that, which is a bit of a shame because we're here super early. So I think we have to wait like an hour maybe to get in. But also Jeremy said that there's some sort of like museum with information about elephants in there, so it'd be nice to look at that as well while we're here. Oh, he's getting a ticket, perfect. That means they might be opening soon. Okay, so it's 9:30 and we're allowed in, which is good, because otherwise we'd have just been stood waiting for an hour. So we're going to have a quick look round, but I also want to get to the best place possible for the elephant feeding. That's not in English. There's also an elephant skeleton here, which we'll try and look at afterwards. I think, do you want to look now or after? Okay, so we decided we're going to look at the elephants first because Jeremy spotted one already. So we're going up here. I kind of want to ask where the feeding is though, to make sure that we are like in the best place. Oh yeah. Ah.
That is a run from over there. So just run like little kids.
So this is the feeding space now. I'm going to show you once everybody's here at feeding time. But there's an elephant over there. Can you see him? And there's another one there. And then apparently the feeding is here. So we're going to get ourselves set up right at the front here. Okay, so this is our current view. I will let you know when the elephants come. It might be in about an hour's time, so we're going to just hang out here. So this is going to be fun. And I love that we can't actually get close to them and touch them because of the barrier. Like it's not like a, I don't know, some of the other places. A bit like a zoo almost. Oh, there's another one there coming over. I saw him. So Jeremy's going to stay in the seats, and I've come to look at the skeleton and the exhibition because we don't want to lose our seats. We kind of got the best ones, I think. But I think this way I can have a look round, we can watch the elephant feeding and then head back to the hotel. because we didn't have breakfast this morning. We asked if we could have it when we get back. So it's already 9:30 and I'm hungry. So I think by like 11:30, I'm going to be starving. So I'm going to quickly show you around the exhibition and also the skeleton that's here. Okay, it's a little bit muddy here, so I'm not going to get my feet wet. But this is the elephant skeleton. And then this is the information centre, so let's have a quick look inside. Okay, so I couldn't really film in there because there was families talking and things, and there also wasn't a whole lot to film, to be honest. So, but what was interesting was there was a big skull in there and lots of information about the elephants. But Jeremy called me and was like, you need to come back, they're putting out the food. So it should be happening soon, I think. So we've got good seats and it's starting to fill up. So we're right at the front, which will be good fun. Okay, this is the first elephant that's out and he's got a prosthetic leg. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the guy went and like put it on him. It's the back left. Oh, Nelly. Oh, look at it.
You see it, yeah.
Look at his back leg going. They're coming! Oh my god, they're so cute! Oh, look at them! That's gonna make me cry! Oh my god! Look at it! It's
running.
so cute! Oh! Little one slow at the back.
Yeah.
He's coming now. Oh.
Oh yes, dusk.
Look at him. Look at them running at the back. Oh. Oh, wow. I love how the tail waggles. Not the tail, the trunk. Oh my god, look at these babies coming.
Oh.
They're so cute. Oh! Oh my god, it's the cutest thing in the world. Oh, it's gonna make me cry.
His buddy.
Yeah. Oh, I just hit it. There they come. Look at them.
Oh God.
Look at them.
This one is tiny. Look at it.
So tiny.
Empty of milk on his mouth. It's so small. Where is the mending? Look at the babies.
On his back. Okay, we've just finished watching the elephants being fed. They're like walking away now, and oh my god, it was the cutest thing ever. Probably my favourite days of this trip so far. And I wanted to cry when they all came out, but I wanted to focus. So then once they all left, I was like, oh my god, it's so cute, and I had to cry. They're the cutest things ever. It was so cute watching them like running to get food, and then they always wanted more, so they'd be like, wah, like give me more food. And then they'd come and eat at the front, and oh my god, it was so cute. Highly recommend that. If you ever come to Sri Lanka, you have to come here. You just have to. Best day ever. Okay, we're now going to head back for breakfast because we're both starving. Okay, we're back at the hotel. This is our room and we're about to get breakfast. We just rang the bell and I'm sure they're going to prepare it and bring it down to us. But I haven't shown you the eating area, so I thought I would show you that. So this is the eating area. It's basically, I don't know, like not a shed, but just like a concrete around the side and then tin on top, surrounded by palm trees. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's the walkway into the property. So we really are just out in nature, which is beautiful. This is one of the puppies that lives here. He's got a sore eye. Oh, poor thing. It's like bulging out of his face. Anyway, this is the restaurant, I guess. So there's tables there, and then in the evenings they put all the food out there. There's another puppy down there, and this is where we're gonna sit for breakfast. Hi guys. So last time you saw me it was 11:30 and we were getting breakfast. It's now 4:30 and we've come out exploring and we've found like an elephant shelter. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be here or not, if we're allowed to be here. So we're just doing a bit of exploring, but so this is where we are. That's the dog barking. And there's an elephant there in the shade, like underneath there. Look at the elephant here. Oh, I just realised it's chained up. And then there's another one down there as well. And actually another one, so there's a few here. Oh, wow. Okay, so the 2 or 3 people that were there called a man over who came over who spoke English, and he said that the government owns this part of land and that we're not supposed to be here. So we sort of left. And as we were leaving, Jeremy asked if it's, what did you ask? If it's a conservation or something? A shelter? And he said, no, it's the government building or something like this. He didn't really say a lot, but there was at least 3 or 4 elephants that were chained up by their ankle just eating. There is one Google review saying that it is like veterinary care for older elephants and that they get bathed and they walk down to the water's edge and things like that. But I just don't know why they would be chained up if they're looking after them, because that doesn't seem fair to me. But anyway, no idea what that was, but we definitely should not have been there. And then as we were coming out, there was 2 of the white people on a motorbike driving up, and then we heard like, ah, so I guess they're like shouting that guy to come back again, be like, there's more white people. Anyway, we're gonna walk back to the hotel, I think. It is super hot, but I love listening to all the bird sounds, the nature sounds. Also, I don't think I've told you, we've seen a few mud buildings here, and this is like a mud wall, which is so resourceful of them. It's cool. You can see the inside of the wall there, that side. Okay, so it's the very next day. Yesterday after our walk we just went back and chilled, we were reading, we then had dinner which was incredible. Again, the food here has been so good. But I've not been vlogging much because it's been nice just to relax and like spend time with Jeremy or read or like speak to my family. So it's been nice to kind of relax and not feel like I have to be vlogging all the time. But it's the very next day. It's about 10 AM and we're just sitting here waiting for breakfast, which I think will be coming in a second. But I thought I would just talk to you quickly about the hotel. So there's 2 rooms here, there's 2 tents available. We get breakfast included, which has been good, and then we've been paying for dinner, which has also been really good. I feel like the past 2 weeks in Sri Lanka I've not eaten a whole lot of food because it's really spicy, and I'm not a spicy food kind of gal. Like, I don't enjoy my mouth being on fire. But here it's been like really flavoursome but not spicy, so I've eaten quite a lot these past couple of days, which has been really good. In terms of would I recommend staying here, I definitely would. I think it's nice to be out in nature and to see the wildlife and go to sleep and wake up with the sounds of the nature around. I will say that the first night we had to sleep with the fan on because it was so hot, so I kind of wish it was AC, but I guess it wouldn't really make sense in a tent. The other 2 nights we slept without a fan and I was fine. Middle of the day it's absolutely roasting in the tent, so we've gone for a walk, which is actually cooler than sitting in the tent. But yeah, I would recommend it, just they don't have AC, which might be an issue for some people, but otherwise really enjoyed it here. Okay, so this is our breakfast. We've got like pancake bread things. Oh, there's still more coming. We've got noodles, we've got curry, we've also got toast and jam that Jeremy's having to start off with. We've then got a drink, and I think there's more food coming as well. Okay, and then she also brought us some treats. There's that, and then this one as well. So all of this for us too. And then she also brought us some bananas. So we've got like 20 bananas, 2 pieces of toast each. I don't know, maybe 6 of those. This, noodles and things, pancakes, and also dessert. So that is insane.
Even for me, it's too much.
Yeah, that is too much. I mean, it's amazing, but it's a lot.